Welcome back from the break, Rams. Over the last year, the Ctv Sports department has seen huge improvements in nearly every way, and I'm sitting here with Sidney Wickard, the director of Ctv Sports department, and the woman responsible for all of the transformation of the department. Sidney, how are you tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you, Emma?
I'm good. It's so great to talk to you here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell me a little bit about your role in Ctv Sports.
Yes, absolutely. So I served as the sports director for this past year, but before that, I started off as an anchor, and I only anchored for one semester, but I got to work on the Monday night sports show, which was so cool and so exciting to me, and I didn't think that was even an opportunity that I'd get, especially since I started as a freshman. And then when I started as the sports director, I also decided to step into a producing role, so I produced a little bit also at CTV, and I just really took the lead on reporting, producing, getting my anchors ready, and then just being in charge of the entire staff.
Yeah. So what has been like the main changes that you've made?
Yeah, absolutely. So the biggest changes have definitely come from our graphics, and that's not thanks to me, that's thanks to our graphics coordinator, Jason. But, I would send him these ideas, and him and I would sit down together even in the summer, because we're both from the same town, and we'd come up with all these new ideas that I had, and I was constantly texting him like different ideas and new things that we could do. But so him and I have worked very closely together, but our graphics is where we've probably seen the most improvement, and our highlights as well. We've gone from, just filming in one area to filming in many different areas, and, just getting our reporters to cover and, have a lot of versatility in what they can do in their sports filming aspects.
Yeah, definitely. I've absolutely seen so much improvement in the department, and, you're only a sophomore, so seeing what you can do right now, in the next 2 years, it's going to be incredible.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what we can do.
Yeah, absolutely. So what have been like some of the main challenges as the sports director?
Absolutely. So there's a lot of challenges that come with just being a woman in media in general, and then you add sports, which is completely male dominated, and only gets worse. Yeah. So, and that's just the truth. But, it's just been very difficult to, kind of work in an environment where, people don't always, see you as, someone that should be leading. And so I think the biggest struggle was just like stepping into the role and getting people to take me seriously, because, I was new and the entire staff was new, which was kind of a plus, but also a negative for the people that had been around for a little while. So, my biggest thing walking into it was just, I want you all to respect me, because I respect all of you and everything that you're going to do. So that was my big message that I preach, but it hasn't been an easy road, and there's always people that feel the need to say things that aren't necessary, and I've definitely noticed that, but, you gotta just power through, and if you didn't, then you just get demolished in this industry. So you gotta stay strong and just save, the tears and stuff for when you go home,
Yeah, definitely. So have you gotten disrespect from people outside of your team as well, like viewers or even SIDs or anything like that?
Yeah, absolutely. It was funny that you said that, because I was just thinking about this tweet that I had seen back during football season, and all I did was I posted like our post-game recap. It was me and a male reporter that I was with, and all it said was, like the game came down to the wire, catch the full take, here, and the guy was like, it didn't come down to the wire, and he was like, there were so many things that went wrong where CSU could have fixed it, just a really big CSU fan who was mad at the way that I'd worded this tweet, and so I commented back, and I was just like, sorry you see it that way, but if you watch the video, you can see that we cover everything. We talk about the pluses, we talk about the minuses of the team, and we also talk about the opposing team. And he was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And he instantly, just had to apologize. And I was like, no, you're not. That's how you felt, and I don't want to hear that from you, So that was one of the bigger challenges. You just, social media is such a huge platform, so you hear it all the time from so many different people.
Yeah, and I feel like it's often that when a woman is giving their opinion or reporting on sports, it's often immediately shut down by people, because they don't feel that women can be qualified to talk about it, which is completely untrue, because I'm sitting next to a sophomore who has led the sports department into an incredible year. So it's just frustrating to see.
It's extremely frustrating, but I'm so proud of the girls that I do have on my team and the staff. We're a strong five is what I like to call us. We make up like a fourth of the department, but we're strong, and we get to cover the big stuff like basketball and football. Everybody gets an equal opportunity, and that's definitely what I try to stress.
Yeah, that's great. So who are some of the other women that you look up to in sports media?
Yeah, absolutely. There's so many talented women in this industry. It's so hard to just pick one. But, CTV alum Cavanaugh is definitely someone I look up to a lot. You know, I got to interview her and talk about her experience. She was one of the first women in 25 years to call a Major League Baseball game.
Yeah.
So, you know, that was just amazing and such a big stepping stone. So she's awesome because, you know, she's from CTV, you know, she went to CSU. So she's just a great role model. And Olivia Landis, who now works for the Jets, she's also a CTV alum. You know, I talked to her before coming to CSU, and I just asked her, you know, a little bit about how she got started. So she was someone I loved talking to and getting to know a lot better. But looking at like the girls who are out there doing a lot bigger things, like Samantha Ponder, I love her to death, you know, and she's a great role model for moms in the industry because, you know, she has I think 3 kids now, and, you know, and I listened to an interview where she was literally taking care of her daughter in the middle of commercial breaks because that's what she had to do, you know, but that's so amazing to me, you know, and it's so hard because in this industry you're working so many hours, you know, and you're traveling constantly, so the fact that she can be a mom on top of that is amazing to me. And then Erin Andrews, she can't go unnoticed. She's someone who's been in the industry for years, you know, and she's a great powerhouse for the NFL and just for women in sports. She's overcome cancer and a lot of other things. So I definitely look up to her and the progression that she's made for women in sports.
Yeah, definitely. And so I know you're going to be the assistant executive producer next year, which is also my role. So we're passing the torch here. So what are you most excited about for next year?
Absolutely. I'm just excited to see where we can really go with CTV as a whole. I'm excited to see how the sports department grows and how they continue, you know, what we've already started, because we had to come from scratch pretty much in that department. But, you know, overall, just improving all the areas, you know, really pushing our name out there, getting other people to know CTV, and just continuing to build on our social media are just some goals that I have. But just so excited to see the growth, and you definitely left a hard path to follow, but I'm going to try my best to fill your shoes.
Oh, you'll fill them and you'll all grow them, I'm sure. Well, Rems, don't go anywhere, because up next our guest is someone from the Collegian who's done just about everything.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream, that I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly, just to come back in a new disguise and be the hero that I've always wanted to be.